Most people think that Venus in Pisces is soulmate energy. Nope, that's not the problem. The problem is you fall in love with potential and then you get mad when the reality of it shows up. Okay. When Venus in Pisces doesn't make you compassionate, it really just exposes where you don't have any boundaries. Okay. Here's the truth. I always let you know. Astrology is not describing your love life. Okay. It's just revealing your decision-making pattern. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I'm on a juice detox. Juice only, liquid only. I did social media one and now I'm doing this one. So let's get into it. That one's really good, by the way. It's like a lemon, honey. It's got all kinds of shit. It's really good. Anywho, Venus in Pisces is mutable water, you guys. And that means your desire can really shapeshift, okay? All of your desires can shapeshift based on emotion, okay? So if you don't have any type of structure, you're going to drown in all types of fantasy, okay? This transit isn't about romance. Let's just put it all the way out there. It's about emotional discipline, okay? Here's why people just spiral in this energy, okay? They confuse empathy with self-abandonment. They call intuition what is actually projection. They stay in situations because they feel something, right? Feeling something doesn't mean it's aligned. Venus in Pisces delays your life pretty much when you ignore the red flags because you understand them, okay? You stay loyal in someone's potential. You avoid confrontation to keep the peace. You absorb other people's emotions like they're yours. That's not spiritual. You're just unguarded, okay? So let's break this down correctly, okay? What is this energy when it's Venus in Pisces right now? Looking at the charts here, it's at 2 degrees, okay? It just moved. It's still fresh. We're still fresh in the degrees. If you guys watch my series, I did a series talking about breaking all of this down, the degrees and what they mean. It's in the courses tab if you want to check that out. So let's think about it. Venus in Pisces, this is mutable water. Mutable means adaptable, flexible. It's, unstable if it's undisciplined, okay? And then you have the water, which is more emotion, intuition, your subconscious, okay? This is creative energy. This is psychic energy. This is compassionate energy, okay? But without any boundaries, it just becomes escapism, okay? So what you kind of want to do when Venus is in Pisces, this is really the time to just stop saving people who won't save themselves. Stop ignoring discomfort. Just stop over giving just to feel needed, okay? Because you have to stop calling confusion depth. I think we're putting the wrong titles on things, okay? And so what you want to start doing is asking yourself, is this mutual? Protect your emotional energy because your emotions get attached to memories and stories, and they create your path to materializing possibly things that you don't even care for anymore, okay? So let people experience the consequences. That way you can choose clarity over chemistry. Because Venus in Pisces right now is saying, if it's unclear, it's a no. Period. Okay. Let me tell you about Venus and Pisces energy. I really had to check myself with this energy once upon a time, okay? I called this energy unconditional love. The truth is, I was just tolerating inconsistency because I believed in their potential. I believed in their potential that they didn't see within themselves. And this happened multiple times, multiple cases. I am guilty, okay? Venus in Pisces really taught me this, straight up. Having compassion without standards is self-betrayal. Period. That's what I learned. I was betraying myself, putting myself in that energy of, I still love you. You can do whatever you want to me. And I'll just, you can just walk all over me like a doormat and just do whatever and I'll always return and I'll be here and I'll play wifey and get nothing. I don't know why I just did that. But if it's not clear, if it's not consistent, and it's not reciprocal, and if it doesn't move forward, like, you need to just exit stage left And when you exit stage left, that's having emotional maturity. You're not being cold when you do it. That means you know your worth and you care about yourself. So why don't we all just kind of take a look at the rising signs and where this hits you, what to do while Venus is in Pisces for its little stay. Okay. So Aries rising, you're going to have Pisces in the 12th house. This is a Pisces house, by the way. So hidden attachments are going to start surfacing. Just FYI, I'm just putting it out there. Okay. So what I would do is just cut any type of secret emotional ties that you may have and journal all of it. Write it down. You know, you have to allow yourself to feel the feelings, but also allow yourself to release them. Okay. Taurus rising, this is happening in your 11th house. So this is a social group. So your friendships, the friendships tend to blur into an emotional dependency kind of energy. So you got to stop being emotional as far as rescuing other people when they're emotional, the people that are in your circle. Gemini rising, this is going to be happening in your 10th house. So this is a Capricorn house. This is a money and career house. So I would say your reputation is definitely going to be affected by the emotional decisions that you make. Okay. So you want to kind of move strategically in public and don't mix emotions in business. Okay. Don't mix fantasy with business. Let's just say that. Cancer rising, this is happening in your 9th house. So I would say your beliefs about love are going to start shifting. So this is where you can really upgrade your spiritual standards. So really study the truth in a situation and not just going off the vibes of it all. Okay. Leo rising, this is going to happen in your 8th house. So that'd be intentional emotional bonding or intense emotional bonding. Yeah, really deep. Just don't merge your finances or energy without having any clarity. Okay. Virgo rising, this is happening in your 7th house. So this is a house of partnerships. So I would say your partnerships, there could be a little bit of confusion that could be possible. So what you want to do is really define the ships that you're sailing, whatever ship you have, a side piece ship, a situation ship, a partnership, friendship, business partner, whatever it may be. Just make sure there's no guessing games in any of the ships that you're sailing or hopping in. Okay. Libra rising. So this is going to be in your 6th house. So this is all about your daily habits. You know, this is definitely going to affect your emotional health. Okay. So find ways to really regulate your nervous system before making any love decisions. Okay. Sorry, I got a message. Scorpio rising, this is going to be happening in your 5th house. So in your 5th house, this is a creative house. So, but it's also romantic. It's a romantic goal. So you may have a romantic fantasy high in this house. Okay. So what I would do is I would just create some art and try not to create any delusion. Okay. Sag rising, this is going to be happening in your 4th house. So this is a Cancer house. This is all about family. This is all about your sanctuary. So this is where your emotional roots are possibly going to be triggered because this is your home. This is your sanctuary, literally. Okay. So this would be a grand time to utilize this energy to really heal any old wounds that you may have and try not to repeat them in any type of new love situation, however that may look for you. Capricorn rising, this is happening in your 3rd house. So the communication could be a little bit blurred when Mercury's in Pisces. Excuse me. So you want to make sure you speak very clear, very black and white, very plain. Okay. No indirect beating around the bush kind of hints. Just say it. Don't spray it. Aquarius rising, this is happening in your 2nd house. So your self-worth is definitely going to be fluctuating. Okay. So try not to discount yourself just to keep somebody around. Pisces rising is happening in your 1st house, of course. So your identity is going to get, I don't want to say an upgrade. It's just going to soften with Pisces energy. So try not to lose yourself by trying to be understanding. Okay. So you got 2 options is how I see it, you guys. You can romanticize the illusion and live in la la land if you like, or you can find ways to actually protect your emotional peace. Okay. Now I want you to comment down below. I choose clarity over confusion, honey. Okay. And then act like it. All right. And I do want to do a spread. Since we're doing Venus, I did want to bring out some love cards as well, but we just going to see what comes out. I just want to see what is the message while Venus is in Pisces. I'll also do some tarot and oracles as well. And this is going to be for the collective. If you guys want a personal reading, you guys can always go to my website, fixingupfordark.com. The link is in the bio, okay? But let's see what our message is first. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Stay. We'll see if that stays where I put it. What is the message for the collective while Venus is in Pisces? And if you have Venus in Pisces, I'll probably break that down on my TikTok. You guys want to check that out. Or you can look at one of my old videos. I'm pretty sure I talked about it before. All right. What is the message? Queen of Pentacles. I should say Queen of Earth. Okay. Queen of Earth. You guys have the ability to make things appear or feel more beautiful. Okay. There is a strong love for family, for home life right now during this time. And you'll see this in the mix of Venus and Pisces. Now, you got to remember that Venus is all about the aesthetics of things. It involves love and money, hence the Queen of Earth here. Okay. But I'm getting a sense of it's time to really just be gracious and be generous with the love that you're giving, whether that's to yourself or whether it's to somebody else. Okay. It's time to start being practical. And now, Venus is very materialistic as well. So seeing the Queen of Earth, you might get some gifts. I know we have February, Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend. So of course you may be showered with gifts or love or support or people saying loving things to you. Okay. Just maybe keep in mind about being practical about how you proceed when it comes to, you don't want to overspend and put yourself in debt, right? And Venus is the energy of love, as I mentioned, and so here comes the art and the beauty within everything. So the message here is really bringing that energy of realizing the beauty within the people, places, and things around you. Because when you focus more on the positive energy, that's going to mirror back to you, right? So have a sensible approach to the things that are coming forward. Now, you guys, some of you guys will receive a text, a DM, a message. We got the Page of Water, honey. Okay. You can't make this up. You guys will receive that message. You know, it could be a sensitive message. It could be something very heartfelt. You know, it could be something could be coming along that you've never experienced before. And it may feel very good, or it can turn you into being moody, right? There's polarity in everything. Not everything is peaches and cream and popsicles and rainbow sticks. Okay. So, you're going to get a message receiving some type of ship that you're sailing, period. Okay. There could be some new emotional experiences that you may encounter. This could be a romantic session that you can have with somebody. You know, you could get invited somewhere, you know, out to a love. You may not know this, but it could be an invitation somewhere where someone is giving you the act of love and they're showing it in the way that they know how. So it's all about also recognizing other people's love languages. You might not have the same love language as somebody else. Okay. So they're showing you, they will be showing you in that way. Or this could be you giving those gestures. Okay. You could be inviting people to some events that you could be having or whatever you got going on, whatever you're doing. Okay. And also too, you know, you're gonna sense this when Venus is in Pisces, the psychic ding may come in. It's just gonna pop up. Okay, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna know. Some of you guys could be definitely being in water. Okay, in water, but also being grounded, just allowing things to flow, okay? Yeah, we love this. We do have the Two of Earth here as well. Okay, this is really the time while Venus is in Pisces. I know it said it's all about love and money, but there could be some juggling involved, okay? While Venus is in Pisces, you could be juggling a lot of things. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you have a decision to make. Do you want to be walked all over like a doormat? Okay, or do you want to bring balance into your life? Do you want to continue over giving, or do you want to give just enough, or only give your energy to where it's reciprocated? Okay, so these are the questions that you need to ask yourself, and to bring the fun into your life, right? If you're just really serious and you're just working hard, multiple jobs, and you're just doing a lot, you're just juggling a lot of things, it's time to really get your priorities in order and really figure out if certain things are even a priority anymore. Okay, and make sure you balance your budget, you guys. Really make sure you balance. Like, don't go crazy willy-nilly for somebody that doesn't even deserve it, right? Look at that. Two queens on the table. Queen of Air and Queen of Earth. Okay, now bring the humor. Okay, I know we have a lot going on in the world. How can we ignore it? How can we not see it, right? But that doesn't mean you can't laugh and have a little bit of fun. Okay, you know, are we judging? Yes, everyone's judging. Every day they're judging something. Okay, so when the Queen of Air comes out, it's time to release those situations and just have a little bit of carefree fun. Okay, things that no longer serve you, leave them at the door. Okay, let it go. Especially those difficult situations. I know I had a situation earlier where I could have just literally ripped somebody's head off, and I just said, you know what, I'm walking away. I literally walked away, and I was like, thank God I did, because it could have blew up. And transmute that energy and focus on career. Focus on building a business, okay? That's what Queen of Air does. She's got the sword ready to roll, because you might be on that type of time, but sometimes people don't even deserve that time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears that you'll be dishing out. Okay? And for some of you may be single. You know, you're like cool with just being in your energy and just being confident and just loving yourself and just focusing on yourself and your endeavors. Okay? That just might be the jam for you. That just might be the jam. But some of you guys might have, you know, someone coming along that could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or it could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, now we do have the Knight of Air as well that came out. This is a very driven type of an energy. There could be things that could be happening very quick, very fast during this time. Remember, Pisces energy is water. It just flows. You know how water goes, right? It's quick. You know, it can just dribble and fall down. Okay, you can drown. Okay, so there's a lot of things. There's some momentum that's going to pick up somewhere. So you want to make sure that you choose those intellectual responses. I'm going to go into Mercury and Pisces in the next video. But there could be some unexpected changes that could definitely occur. So you want to make sure that you're reviewing all of your options very carefully, right? Very carefully. Let's pull one more tarot here. Yeah, transformation. So while Venus is in Pisces, some of you guys could have a huge transformation in the love department and in the money department. Okay, there's going to be a significant experience that could occur when the transformation card comes out. That's going to definitely change the game. Okay, it's going to change the game. And it's going to be very powerful. It's going to also be very unexpected. Okay, so in order for this change to fully transform, you want to make sure that you remove any procrastination energy, especially if you're building something up. Okay, release any old belief systems. Okay, like I said, we have a lot of information that's just being thrown in our faces right now. So this is the time to really release those old belief systems. Period. Let them go. Finito. All right. I do want to bring in the love deck that I have here. just to see what we have. Just to see what comes out. Oh, I don't know what I did to my thumb today, but punch out there. Okay, let's see. What we have, I haven't used this second in a while. Let's see. Oh, so what do we have? Ooh, the healing card. I like this. Okay. With Venus being in Pisces, this is the perfect time to focus on yourself and allowing yourself to heal, giving yourself a little bit more grace. Okay. When you're going through a transformation, many things can shift, especially in the big categories of love and money. Okay, those are major. Now, if you need support, you have to let somebody know that you need support, that you may need assistance, that you may need a little bit of help. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't do everything alone. Okay, so you can lean on friends, business partners, you know, co-workers. You can, whatever may help you during this transformation. A lot of us are going through a transformation in some sector of our lives. Okay, so allow yourself to even heal. If you're single, it could be by choice, right? But you may want somebody. Every time Valentine's Day comes up, you could be the person that says, "Oh yeah, ugh, I don't even care about this shit," or you could be the person like, "I want somebody," or you could be a person that's like, "Oh, I have somebody and I'm so happy about where I'm at," right? So which one are you, right? And no matter which one you are, there's always room for healing. Always. There's always room for healing. Let's see if anything else pops out of this deck. All right. Sexual tension. Some of y'all need to get in the boom boom room. Okay. A little boom boom room action don't hurt nobody. That may need to, you know, may need a little healing. Okay. Like I said, there could be some sexual energy that can be exchanging. This is a big weekend. It's also a holiday weekend. Some of you guys might have a 3-day weekend coming up here. So you might want to, you know, go somewhere, transmute this energy. And if you don't have anybody, transmute it into something productive as far as, like I said, a hobby, business, something that you love to do and really focus on yourself, okay? Now, if you do have someone coming around, there is an equal exchange of energy that's going to come through, okay? And some of you guys might even have a connection right now that's just goals, relationship goals, hashtag, okay? It's going to be at its finest, or it is at its finest right now. Like the reciprocation of everything, the love and the peace that's here, that's either coming in for you, and this energy could be transforming to that, or you have that right now. So that's just confirmation. We also have self-reflections that came out as well. So it's not a bad idea to really reflect and sit back and take a look at what have you said, what have you done in any situation as far as your actions, your emotions. Does this mirror the person that I want to become? You know, it never hurts to kind of check yourself, right? Sometimes you got to step back and just really look inside. All right. We do also have one more that came out, love over lust. And we love this card, right? You know, a lot of people don't even know the difference between love and lust. Some people don't even believe in love. That's not on this channel, okay? Sometimes you got to step back and check out, especially you guys are out there doing the you know what, you might want to check back and see, hey, is this love or lust? Because sometimes when you involve the touchy-feely and the sex, when that comes in, you have that encounter that can really just cloud your judgment, okay? So look into the face, look into their eyes, and really, what do you really feel? And see if there is a real connection, okay? All right, let's gonna go and pull, I wanna pull an oracle. What is one last card? Let's see. Okay, what is Some of you guys can foresee what's going on and what's playing out. We do have the seer card here that came out. We have a lot of seers that could be watching. You could be meeting a seer that's going to come in. You could be. This is confirmation that you are a seer. Okay, we do also have the architect coming in. All right, some of you guys can really build something beautiful, whether it's a business in the love sector, or in the money sector, or whether it's in connection. There's something that is building very beautifully. Okay, it's like it's going from a cocoon, you know, into the butterfly phase. All right, now you see everything. Look at that. We have the all-seeing eye. So you're going to be able to see everything. You're going to be able to feel as well with Venus in Pisces, okay? We do also have Mercury in Pisces as well. I'm going to do a video on that because it can be very difficult to express your feelings sometimes when Mercury's in Pisces. Saturn is also there, and so is the North Node, honey, okay? But I feel as if whatever you're building, there's going to be fire, there's going to be passion. I'm getting Aries energy coming through here, okay? But utilizing your crown chakra is just going to be lit. Like the vision that you have for yourself, okay? Just go off of that. So that could be very symbolic, all right? You have the eagle, the harpy eagle, okay? If you guys have been seeing birds, may have messages for you, but also think of the definition of the eagle. You might want to look that up, okay? This is very sharp energy. All right, and wearing white could be very symbolic as well. But like I said, with the transformation and the owl coming out at the same token, something major is going to shift, whether it's in love or money during February. It could be this weekend, okay? But take your time, because you do have the sea turtle here. Sometimes in connections with people, no matter what ship you're sailing, it's very, I know when things feel very good on the outside and it just, you have this yummy feeling, but take your time. Really learn somebody. Really see if this really matches up with you. Really try and feel if this is something that you want to go forward with. You know, is it worth your time? Is it worth your sanity? Sometimes you have to really so go slow, okay? Some things might be moving slow. And I know we live in the age where attention spans are like 2 seconds and people want instant gratification, but sometimes the things that are worth having, they literally take a while to get to a level where you guys are on the same frequency, no matter what ship you're sailing, okay? And if you guys want more just straight flat out readings, go follow my Vixen Oracles YouTube channel. I do straight readings on there. Whenever I get a message, I just do it. Whenever I get the urge to do it, I just go on there and say the message. Whether it's love and money, whether it's romance, whether it's your future self. So follow that channel. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.